Good morning, Jammy.
Good morning, Mr. Farrell.
How was your weekend?
Jimmy, did you need something?
No? Yes, I came to ask you, well, or to tell you, I finished the report for Mr. Owens.
Great, I know. You told me yesterday, remember? Anyway, I need you to pull up Miss Williams' file for me, please. And could you get hold of Brinks on the phone?
Right away.
Thank you.
Mr. Farrell for Mr. Brinks. Thank you. He'll be with you in a moment, so line one.
Brilliant, thank you. By the way, you're looking very nice today.
Don't tell me he kissed you.
No. But he did say, I look nice. No, very nice. Those were his exact words. Oh, the 4 hours I spent getting ready this morning were so worth it.
Oh, you're pathetic.
Oh, Shelby, it's great to see you back. What did the doctor say?
Oh, it wasn't anything serious. I've got these sleeping pills for you. Now, be careful with them. They could knock out a horse. But you'll be having lovely, sweet dreams about things. So, I'm okay. You're the one who needs to see a doctor.
I'm not sick.
You're lovesick.
Oh, Shelby, I've got to have him. I'm desperate.
You've only been his assistant for 2 months. How could you
I've
possibly...
been in love with Vince Farrell for 10 years.
What?
Meadows High School. I was in 2nd year, he was in 6th year. Obviously, we didn't have any classes together, but I couldn't help but notice him around the corridors. He was just different. He just glowed.
That's his aura.
Whatever. One day at the school fair, he was helping run the Bible club stall, and I saw the most adorable teddy bear among the prizes, and I really wanted it, so I tossed the ring at the Coke bottle, but I missed. And then Vince saw my disappointment, and...
The sweetie gave it to you anyway?
No, he didn't.
Oh, sorry.
He came out of the booth, tossed the ring himself, and won it for me.
Oh, what a guy. Don't tell me this is the bear.
He went off to uni and I never saw him again. But then I heard he came to work for this company, so I changed my degree from history to business.
Whoa. Farrell is the reason you changed from history to business.
I got a job in his office just to be near him. And then I waited 3 years for him to be an assistant. At the interview, I told him how nice he'd been at high school, but he didn't remember me. And then we reminisced about Meadows High and he gave me the job.
You never told me any of this.
Working for him is wonderful, but the closer I get to him, the closer I want to get to him. Am I crazy or what?
Well, stalkers have been known to be somewhat deranged.
I'm a stalker.
No, you're not. Look, I understand.
No, you don't. You just feel sorry for me because I don't have a life. That's why I never told you before.
Jimmy, have you had a chance to pull that Williams file yet?
Yes, Mr. Farrell.
Oh, great, thank you. Oh, hey, Shelby.
Good morning,
Good to see
Farrell.
you.
I've got just what you need.
I told you I'm not sick.
This isn't my doctor's card.
Dr. Norris, spiritual answers to life's problems. What's this? I make love happen for you. Instant results, reasonable prices. Who's Dr. Norris?
He's a sort of go-between from this world and the unseen realm.
You mean like a psychic? A medium? A witch?
They prefer to be called spiritualists.
Did you get this from that fair across the street?
No, I went to school with him.
You went to Clairvoyant College.
Oh, it's from Jerry.
Surprise, surprise.
If you like, Dr. Norris could come here tonight.
Because he only comes out after dark?
No. Because you're working until 6. He's not a vampire.
Lost your mind.
You've tried everything to get Vince's attention. Hard work, sweet talk, homemade brownies, pretending the sandwich guy was your boyfriend to try and ignite some sort of jealousy.
Oh.
Awkward. Anyway, it's obvious. Vince can't care less about you.
Don't you have to get back to your office?
Yeah, okay. Look, Vince is a nice guy. He's just not that interested. That doesn't mean you wouldn't be good for him. He just hasn't realised it. What he needs is a little help discovering your virtues. That's all.
I would be good for him, Shelby. Really, I would. I'd live to make him happy.
Obviously, you've pursued him for a decade. Look, let me call Dr. Norris for you. Hello, my little cornetto. I'm with Jamie just now. Can I call you back? Okay, you hang up. No, you hang up. No, you hang... Hello? He hung up.
I make love happen for you. How? How does he do it?
I don't know, but who cares as long as it works? Like, what have you got to lose, other than your life savings and possibly your soul?
Perhaps just for fun. What am I saying? I'm desperate, but I'm not that desperate. Go call your husband.
Okay, I'll see you later.
Jamie, great work on this report. Thank you.
You're welcome, Mr. Farrell.
The coffee tastes exceptionally good this morning.
Thank you, Mr. Farrell. I can't believe I let you talk me into this.
Would you relax?
I am relaxed. Okay, I'm a little uneasy. Why? I don't believe in witches.
Of course not.
Then what am I doing at 10 o'clock at night waiting for one?
Beats me.
Actually, 10:01. Guess he's not coming. Let's get out of here.
He will be here. He has a long way to come.
You said he was around the corner.
Yes, but I scheduled your appointment for after the séance. He has to come all the way back from the dwelling of the dead.
Come on, let's go. Jerry must be missing you.
Oh, I do hope so. You know, absence makes the heart grow fonder.
That man growing fonder of you texts you 50 times a day instead of 49. I'm sorry, the office is closed. Dr. Norris! Dr. Norris?
What, you're expecting Gandalf the Grey? I get that a lot. Sorry to disappoint you, young lady, but I'm afraid I'm just a regular bloke who does honest, meaningful work. Yeah. Now.
Didn't I tell you? Nothing to fear.
I guess, but don't you think there's something a bit creepy about him? Do you feel a chill in here?
You'll get used to that.
Right, let's get down to business, shall we? That will be £500.
Excuse me?
You don't speak English?
Well, no, of course, but don't you want to talk first? Don't you want to know about him?
Shelby, darling that she is, of course, told me everything I need to know about him. He is your boss, His name is Vince Farrell, and to him, you're just a computer with legs. Nothing more. It's the same old story, really. It's boring, but very, very easy to pull off.
Don't use a lock of his hair or a toenail clipping or...
I'll take £500.
All right.
Yeah. Well, I don't take checks. No.
I don't have £500.
Well, I take all credit cards, or PayPal even. There she is.
I make coffee every morning. If you have a love potion, I could easily slip it in.
Well, you could slip in your PIN number.
Just what do you do to make love happen?
That doesn't concern you, pet. You only wish to have the man, yes? You will. He will be at your mercy by morning.
Morning? Like, tomorrow morning will you to work fast.
It's very, very nice doing business with you.
Likewise.
Good night.
I'll walk out with you, Dr. Norris.
Great.
Good night, Jamie. Dr. Norris, I think the cat might be the reincarnation of Elvis.
Wonderful!
Why am I so spooked? What did I expect to find under my desk? The spooky man? Is anybody in there? Of course not. Tomorrow you'll be mine, Vince Farrell, all mine.
Because I'm happy alone if you feel good out of you. Lord, I'm happy alone if you feel good.
Jamie, get a hold of the Brinks. Don't get any calls into my office.
Oh, Mr. Farrell!
Never mind the Brinks, I'll get it myself.
Yes, Mr. Farrell!
The thermostat's freezing in here this morning.
saw Farrell come in. Thought you might be in some sort of torrid embrace.
Oh? Your Dr. Norris is a fake. I want my £500 back.
What?
He didn't even notice me 3 times.
Perhaps he's just playing hard to get, or maybe Dr. Norris had a bad night.
Why are you defending him? To get some sort of kickback for recruiting me?
Of course not. I know his powers are real.
How? Have you used his services personally? Oh, you have.
When Jerry first came to service my boiler, he hated me.
What? Jerry's mad about you.
He took me for a man-hungry flirt who just enjoyed ogling hunky workmen.
Well, you were.
Yes, but I liked him. I saw Dr. Norris's ad in the classifieds and...
You told me you went to school with him.
Well, no. I hadn't actually met him before I answered his ad.
You understand? You're telling me that Jerry fell in love with you and married you because Dr. Norris cast a spell on him, but he worships you.
And that's why I worship Norris. He made love happen.
When you got sick after your honeymoon,
Jerry lovingly nursed me back to health.
and when you had your financial problems and almost went bankrupt,
Jerry held my world together.
Thought his adoration was unreal.
It's very real, as a result from Norris. Look, I'll phone him to find out what went wrong with your man. There might be another Vince Farrell who's madly in love with you this morning.
No, Jerry must have been in love with you all along. Norris just came along and took credit for it. Only Vince would love me half as much as Jerry loves you.
But he doesn't. He'll never love you.
Would you get a grip of yourself? Norris is insulted that you doubt his abilities. He's on his way over.
He's coming now.
Yes, so cheer up. How did you get on with those sleeping tablets?
Knocked me out, but no sweet dreams of Vince, just some really creepy nightmares.
Okay, well, be careful with them. Too many, and you might not wake up. I'll see you later.
Hey, I'm self-pity. SP for short. Oh, well, you must be arrogance or pride or just plain rudeness.
You self-pities are as common as lying spirits at a political party conference.
Well, that hurts. I suppose you're one of the big shots. Are you here on a special assignment? What is it?
I have not a clue.
Doesn't look very interesting.
Indeed. Last night we went back to her place. She made popcorn and watched Love Actually. Then brought her thrilling evening's entertainment to a close by flossing her teeth for 20 minutes. I have to get disconnected from this insipid fool before I perish of boredom.
Who sounds like self-pity now? How did you get connected to her?
She hired a witch.
Let me guess. She wanted to know if love was in the cards for her future.
She's just another one of these ignorant, vacuous humans who don't realise they're tapping into our world and they start messing with the dark star. And go on, look at her. Look at her. She's utterly worthless.
Not true. You know, they can all be useful to our Lord. He hates them all so very much that he wants to spend eternity with every single one of them.
Yes, well, I am accustomed to more stimulating tasks. For example, when King Saul consulted the medium at Endor, it was I that was connected to him. And I that had the horror of tormenting the old dupe until the day that he thrust himself on his own sword.
King Saul, like in the Bible. My, you are a big shot.
Right, that's it. I refuse to let this get me down. I will have Vince Farrell. I will win his heart. It's time to stop living in a fantasy. It's time this became a reality.
Oh, this is nauseating. Go and make yourself useful.
Of course, your Royal Highness.
I kidding?
That'll do. I hear you are dissatisfied with my services.
Oh, Dr. Norris.
As you know, I'm one of the greatest in my field. I could give you references, but Shelby already told you, didn't she, about the miracle I performed on her man?
Why did Mr. Farrell ignore me this morning?
Well, perhaps he just needs a little bit more of my labouring. I can give you one more night, but it's going to cost you another £500.
What'd you take me for?
I'm exhausted. I worked all night for you. Shelby interrupted my much-needed sleep and rest when she called me this morning.
I'm sorry.
I rushed right over here. You could show me a little appreciation. Look. Do you want him or not?
More than anyone could possibly understand. Especially me.
She's an idiot. She's not just a bore, she's an idiot.
Young love. By tomorrow morning, Vince Farrell will be kissing your feet. I suggest you use your lunch hour to go and get a pedicure.
Hello, Mr. Farrell. This is my friend, his name's Norris.
Norris. Nice to meet you.
Likewise.
Did you get everything sorted out with Mr. Briggs?
Yes, just about. I need you to go through this and make the following amendments.
Certainly.
I'm expecting Miss Stone. Please set her straight in.
I'm sorry, I cannot help you.
Why not?
Do not call me again.
But what's wrong?
My powers are no good over him.
No, why not?
Because he is not of this world.
Not this world. What are you saying? He's an alien?
Something like that, yes.
You're even more nuts than I thought. I'm going to put Shelby back in that hospital.
I feel ill.
What about my £1,000?
The money. Your money is non-refundable, I'm afraid.
You didn't make love
Yeah,
happen.
please, you've caused me much grief.
What?
Well, I'll be not holding against you, and I'll be very gracious not to charge you an additional fee. Or sue you!
Sue me.
Stop,
Wait.
stop, come back!
Please come back.
Sagen, wo hab ich denn wieder?
Give it up. You're connected to the wall.
This world Norris is nuts. How can you see that just because he doesn't travel by broomstick or carry a crystal ball or...
Gilstone, I have an appointment with Mr. Farrell.
Yes, he's expecting you. Go right in.
Thanks.
Hello, Vince. She can't possibly be a client. Has a woman finally managed to get Vinny to take his eyes off his work and look at her work? No. Never heard him mention Miss Stone before. Why should he? He doesn't talk to you about his private affairs. I wonder how intimate they are. He would bring his personal life into the office.
Mm-hmm.
He's swamped with work in there. He doesn't have time to notice women.
Mm-hmm.
At least he never noticed me. What has she got that I haven't?
Did you see that suit and the killer body in it? Why, I'll bet right now he's checking out exactly what she's got that you don't.
No, I doubt it.
Oh, no, you're probably right. By now, the looking's done. He must be taking her into his arms.
Well, enchanté encore une fois. Ça fait longtemps, n'est-ce pas, ma jaloux?
Well, hello there, tall, dark, and loose.
Hi, I'm Self-Pity. My friends call me SP.
I'm Jealousy, and my despised colleagues call me Gel.
Gel, there's been a grave mistake in the Underearth. Would you credit it? I've been connected to her.
It's no mistake, my hated ones. I have your assignment.
You? What's going on down there anyway? I get my orders directly from Father.
Well, he sent to me this time.
Then, truly tell me why he's wasting my time and my prodigious talents on this pathetic little nobody.
Oh, Rake, you won't be wasted, but this is a closet case. You may not reveal yourself to any of these humans.
Fine. You and I prefer to be recognised and worshipped. This drivelling nincompoop thinks I'm a cold draft. I've never been so insulted.
Let me guess. You've been pride before you're promoted.
Oh, very well done. Of course, the best part of being recognised comes after we've done their bidding and are considered their best friend or channeled angel guide. I believe my last human referred to me as. May his soul unrest in perpetual turmoil.
They think they own you.
Then we get to oppress them. Use them, abuse them, torment them, torture them, manipulate them, and finally, at the end, reveal to them that we own them.
You big shots get all the fun.
Excuse me, it's awfully quiet in there. I'm sure they're not working.
Oh, she is so beautiful. You could never compete with her.
Yes, that's enough for the moment. She's quite miserable. Gel, what am I doing here?
I don't have all the details yet, but I know it's a seduction-destruction case. You have to lead Vince Farrell down that immoral road.
Farrell? But he belongs to the enemy.
Yes, much to our Lord's dismay, but we can't have his soul, so we want his character. Too many humans are being swayed by his beliefs, considering joining the enemy's camp. He must be discredited and quickly.
Seduction, destruction, eh? Well, that female in his office would be an easy instrument to play.
Hold it, I haven't given you the conditions yet.
Oh, misery. My favourite part.
You don't get to choose your seductress. You must use Jamie Edmunds.
Jamie. Oh, you must be joking me.
The next condition is you have 3 days.
3 days, no. No, that will never do. I need time. Time to delicately mould and refine mes femme fatale.
Well, you have 3 days, Rake, including today. It seems our Vinny is going through somewhat of an inner ordeal, a minor crisis. He's pushing 30 and beginning to wonder if he's wasting his life away at the office.
You'll just have to make the office a bit more appealing.
If he makes it through this crisis triumphantly, his faith will be so great that our chances of ruining him in the future will be slim.
Yes, that's all very well, but why must I use her? My jealousy, you know fine well that Father wants us to make humans fall, and he does not care the manner in which we go about it. So we lie, we cheat, we scheme, we manipulate, we torment. Why is he making this complicated for me?
I don't know all the details yet, but I know that you're on Jamie's leash and that you'd better accept it. Oh, come on, Rake, my diabolical. I thought you were the greatest. A big shot, an old pro!
Well, she's no Delilah, but I guess one must use what one has available. Stand back. Dry your eyes. You don't want him to see you like this, do you? Oh, he'll think you're a pathetic mess, which you are. Come on, you know you've got more to offer him than she does.
Yeah, I do. Like what?
Oh. Right. Let's have a look at you. You're sweet.
Well, that's good. You go, beast.
And You're lovely and you're beautiful too.
It's not true.
No, but it's as far as I'm willing to go. Put that tissue away. We don't stand a chance.
Sure you do. He's an enemy's boy. Why not try appealing to the charity in him?
Charity? Yes, charity might just work. Pick up the tissue. That's it. Now dab your eyes. Daintily, daintily. Not too much.
Well, thanks for stopping by, Gil.
Ooh, mind if I fix myself a drink, now?
Oh, certainly.
Dab your eyes.
Are you okay, Jamie?
Now throw the tissue away. Act bravely. Tell him that you're fine.
I'm fine.
Does that look fine to you? Look at her, man. She's in trouble.
Oh my, brownies. I'll hate myself in the morning, but sleep.
Jamie, what's wrong?
Apologise for this unprofessional behaviour.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't bring my personal problems to work.
Does this have anything to do with that man that was in earlier? Norris? Jamie, if I'm being honest, I'm concerned that you'd be friends with someone like that.
Tell him he confused you. Tell him you're searching for the answers to life's questions and thought perhaps Dr. Norris might be able to help you.
Uh-oh. That's dangerous ground, Rake.
He confused me.
If he converts her now, you'll be toasted sooner than the rest of us.
He won't convert her. She couldn't care less about religion. It is he that she worships.
How did he confuse you?
I only need to get him interested in her. Really interested. Watch this.
I've been searching for the answers to some of life's questions.
Really?
You see? Little enemy boys go mad when opportunities are presented like this.
Well, I might be able to help you there.
Oh, okay, he's hooked. But just how do you intend to go from divinity to debauchery?
You just leave that to me.
Vince, dear, I really must be going. Are you free for lunch? I know this fabulous little Italian place just down the road.
Tell him you're taking Dr. Norris for lunch.
I'll call ahead for a table, shall I?
I'm planning to see Dr. Norris for lunch.
Spiritual answers to life's problems. So he is a psychic, a medium, a witch.
You prefer to be called spiritualists?
Jamie, please do not see him again. I personally believe he is evil.
What makes you say that?
Well, as you know, I've been a Christian for a lot of years now.
Sure. President of Meadow Heights Bible Club.
Right. Well, discernment is a gift from God.
What?
Discernment? I'm standing right behind you. Why aren't you discerning me? Bible boy.
Well, discernment is a sensing when evil is around. Look, if you'd like to have lunch with me.
Oh, misery.
Lunch.
Lunch?
I could explain this better to you, if you're interested, that is.
Does this have anything to do with you being from another world? I'd love to have lunch with you. That is so you can tell me about discernment.
Gail, I have to apologise. My colleague needs me.
I'm looking for life's answers. Where did that come from?
Well, you couldn't very well tell him the real reason you hired Dr. Norris, could you?
I'll have this report finalised and ready for you by tomorrow.
Oh, fine. I'll see you tomorrow then. Bye.
Well, this has been fun, but I feel a transfer coming on. He never looked at you that way. What has she got that you don't have?
Just look at her. She's so lost. Oh, she's so vulnerable. She needs you so much. Oh, she really is sweet. Isn't she?
To się raz teraz jasno.
Jill said you're connected to the girl. You can't leave the room unless she does.
But my assignment is to ruin him.
By using Ah,
Then perhaps you tell me, all-knowing self-pity, how I'm supposed to give him sweet dreams about her if I'm not with him.
you're the big shot. You figure it out.
Oh, bravo! Bravo, you impudent little gargoyle! I want you out of here. I need to make her confident. We can't have her moping around any longer.
Don't brood. I feel a transfer coming on any moment. Now.
I'm going home. My head is killing me. My crystals aren't doing a thing for it. How did it go with Norris?
Oh, Shelby, it's amazing! Vince just asked me to have lunch with him!
Oh. So Norris came through for you after all?
Yes, he gave me this bizarre story that Vince is from another world so he can help me, but I mean, either he really underestimated his powers, or this is probably really it. He just wanted another £500.
You gave him another 500?
Well, yes, but it was worth it.
Oh, good.
I'm sorry you're not feeling well, but I'm sure Jerry the Devoted will nurse you back to health in no time.
Yeah, maybe.
What's wrong?
Well, I phoned him to tell him I'm coming home, and he didn't seem very sympathetic this time.
I'm sure he's rushing home right now to fetch you a big pot of chicken soup.
Yeah, could be.
Would you do your thing and get her out of here? I have work to do.
Oh, who am I kidding? Jerry doesn't love me anymore.
What? That's ridiculous.
Poor you. Let's go home, crawl under the covers, and wallow in self-pity.
What a splendidly morbid way to spend the day.
Shelby, you must have misunderstood him. He can't possibly have just stopped loving you.
I wish I didn't have to go with her. Her place is so crowded with fiends, a standing room only.
Call you later. Poor Shelby.
Poor Shelby. Poor Shelby. Poor you. Poor you. Look at yourself. How'd you ever expect to get anything other than pity from Farrell when you're dressed like this? Seriously. Seriously, what is this? A maternity dress? Well, that's a little bit better, but the skirt's still far too long. There. See now? Your legs aren't that bad at all.
You do have pretty good legs.
Well then, why are you hiding your figure under all this material?
I haven't got clothes since
The Dark Ages?
I started working for Vince. I'm too nervous to eat much. I guess I've lost a few pounds.
We'll go to Harvey next tonight.
We'll go to Harvey next tonight. Where did that thought come from? I've never set foot in that store.
Obviously.
Oh, I'll be paying this bill off for the rest of my life, but let's do it. I mean, I'll do it.
I have something for you.
For me?
I hope you won't take me too forward.
Oh, Mr. Farrell.
Jamie, when are you going to start calling me Vince? We went to the same high school together.
Thank you. Vince?
Sorry, I haven't had a chance to wrap it. I actually keep this in hand just in case anyone ever...
A Bible! Thank you.
By all means, take it. Be polite. Of course, it's far too complicated for you to ever read it. Just look how fat it is. Oh, you can't even finish a magazine article. But it will make a lovely decoration for your bookshelf.
You said you were looking for answers. Well, I can assure you, the answers provided in here, they're far better than anything any spiritualist like Dr. Norris can offer you.
I hope you don't think I'm weird because I hired a spiritualist.
No. Many people do. Most, they have good intentions. They just don't realise that...
No, I know that most of the so-called psychics and mediums are frauds, but Norris seems to be for real.
Well, did he give you what it is you're looking for?
It seems to be headed in that direction, yes.
Well, regardless, whether they are frauds or not, it's dangerous to open yourself up to that realm, whether out of curiosity or just for laughs. You don't know what you're getting yourself into.
Don't you need to be getting back to work? You have a dozen calls to make.
Jamie, I'm not trying to frighten you. I'm actually trying to give you good news.
Isn't it lunchtime yet?
What are you talking about?
No, you do not want to hear this.
Well, okay, when God made the world, everything was perfect.
Uh-oh, God talk. Boring. You must be getting hungry by now.
However, humanity decided we don't need God. We'll do better off without him. And they fell right into the devil's trap.
The devil's just a little red myth with hoofs and horns. Is that your belly rumbling?
So, although God's creation rebelled against God, he still loved them immensely.
We shall never understand that.
So, God decided that he was going to send his son to defeat the devil and to rescue all those who choose to belong to him.
Doesn't Chinese sound good?
How does a person choose to belong to God?
Uh-oh, you left your oven turned on.
Well, it's actually really simple. All you need to do is choose to believe in and to follow Jesus Christ.
Das brennt mein Augen, du Sternis! Did you have to use that name?
Jesus Christ?
That's right. You know, as a Christian, I know I don't have anything to fear, Jamie.
Stop! Change the subject right now. You're turning her away. You're going to lose her for all eternity.
Of course, I still get attacked by Satan, just like everybody else does. But he provides the weapons to fight him off. It's all explained in here. You can have that protection too, Jamie.
Protection from what? Make-believe monsters?
You can become a Christian today.
You definitely left your oven left on.
Right now, if you like.
Your house is probably on fire by now!
I mean, it's up to you.
Jamie, wait. Don't rush into anything. Stop. Breathe. Think. Now. You're not ready for this. You don't even believe. You can't.
I'm sorry, I can't.
Bad girl.
I don't believe. I'm not ready for this.
I never will be.
I understand.
Thank him for the Bible. You want to keep him hanging and hoping. His failure will be so much more fun to bathe in later.
Thank you for the Bible. I will read it.
Of course you will.
Listen, Jamie, if you have any questions,
He's pushing now. You're pushing now.
I'm sorry. I know I can get carried away talking about my faith, but, well, I just believe it's too important not to share it with you. But the last thing I'm wanting to do is push you.
Oh, misery. So he heard me at last.
Anyway, I'm starving. I need to make a few phone calls before lunch, but how does Chinese sound?
Perfect. I'm sure I didn't leave my oven on. Oh, well, it's not exactly what I dreamed of getting from Vince Farrell, but a gift's a gift.
It certainly is. Oh, cherish it. Oh, but don't spoil it. Maybe you should put it on the bookshelf, before you spill anything on it. No. Much higher up. Build a stool. A gift this special needs to go on the very top shelf.
Top shelf?
Yes, of course. That way it can watch over you. From up there, it can protect the whole room. It's a fine piece of literature like the Iliad or the Odyssey, but, Jamie, the truth is, you're just not smart enough for that type of thing. What are you doing?
Well, if it's important to Vince, I should try and familiarise myself
No.
with it.
Put it back. You have work to do. Still what?
There may be something to this old book.
Oh, come on. You're far too smart for that. You've done just fine this long without God. Why try him now?
Can't decide, this one or the green.
We have been here all night. And you have tried on every single one of these dresses over 100 times each. Just keep that one on.
But the green complements my eyes best.
Oh.
But this one does make me feel confident and attractive. But the green makes me look like
A big, giant cucumber. They both look utterly ridiculous on you.
I look ridiculous.
Oh, no, I didn't mean for you to hear that. You look like a delicious cucumber. You look cool and sultry and desirable.
More like detestable. Whatever made me think I could be desirable.
Get out of here. Look at yourself.
I can't.
Yes, you can. Look at yourself. There now. See? You are a knockout. You remember at the Chinese place yesterday, Farrell couldn't keep his eyes off you. The man almost choked in his prawn crackers.
He was just being kind. He wasn't attracted to me.
That's only because you've never given him anything to be attracted to. Just wait till he sees you in his dress. Get out of here now.
All right. I'm needed on the 4th floor anyway. A dozen people are losing their jobs. It'll be hard to decide which sucker to sucker.
Good morning, Mr. Farrell.
Good morning, Jamie?
Can I take your coat for you?
What do you think, eh? Isn't she gorgeous? This is quite the worst idea I have ever had. Isn't she splendid?
Thank you again for lunch yesterday.
I enjoyed it as well. What have you done to yourself?
She's a new woman thanks to you, Farrell. Of course she needs a little bit of work, but you, my friend, you have given her confidence.
I really hope you haven't done this because of me.
Oh, he hates it. He really hates it. He's even more the sententious saint than I took him for. Apologise. Be professional. You respect that.
I'm sorry, Mr. Farrell. The sales lady assured me this was appropriate business attire.
Oh, I'm sure it is. I mean, it works for some people.
Love the dress. See what you mean, Mr. Farrell. Works for her.
Humility, but with strength of character. Can't help but tug in the old heartstrings.
Jamie, that's not what I meant. It's just, this isn't what I'm used to seeing on you.
But I bet you could get used to it. Eh, pal?
How did she become so alluring overnight? She's gorgeous. She looks like a tot.
Yes, I know. This is 3-day time limit. It's pushed me to the very brink of insanity.
Just gorgeous. Look at that darling little figure.
Gail, I have the papers ready for you.
Oh, Vince, actually, there are a few other things I'd love to discuss. Shall we go into your office?
Yeah, certainly.
Just look at her. That poor wee thing. Your remark must have pierced her heart. And yet, she's been so strong. What a woman!
Gail, I'll be with you in just a moment. Jamie, look, I'm sorry. I know you're in a vulnerable state right now. You're searching for answers. But this sort of change is not the solution. You are beautiful just the way you are.
And they say the truth is not in us.
This sort of changes. This isn't the solution. It's not what outward appearance that matters, it's what's inside that counts.
Oh, he sounds just like the enemy. Why must they all talk like that?
Vince.
No. Don't defend yourself. Just nod and smile. I need to change tactics here. I should have known his resistance to seduction was strong by the way he sidestepped through social stone. We'll go back to Harvey next at lunchtime, all right? We'll change your dresses for more sensible clothing. But you'll sound 10 times better than you did before. Appearance doesn't matter, ha!
I'm sorry, I really didn't mean to hurt your feelings, Jim.
Assure him that he didn't.
You didn't. Your opinion means a lot to me.
Oh, but she is heartbroken, isn't she? And yet, she's being so good. She's so very compliant. You'll never see her dressed like this ever again. All right, he's taking the bait. Now, release him. Remind him of who's in his office. We don't want him leaving you. Send him away.
Miss Stone's waiting in your office.
Oh, yes, of course. Excuse me.
What do you think she wants? I
Gel.
thought the business was finished. Do you suppose...
Do you mind? You ruin everything. He only went in there because she made him. He wanted to give her the papers here and be done with her.
Yeah, right.
So, got any more information for me?
Yes, but while I was at headquarters, I checked out your file. It seems that you've been having a fairly feeble century. Father said if you failed this time, it would be the end of you, for all time. There's no mercy with our Lord.
Yes, I'm well aware of that.
What happened to you, Rake, my unbeloved?
I've come to realise that with this, sir, it's far more beneficial to lead her gently, step by step, down the road to destruction, with a plethora of tiny transgressions.
Of course, my wicked. As long as we keep the humans blinded, they don't recognize us as evil or themselves as lost. They will see no reason to run to the enemy's son.
Exactly. Jamie will be ours for all eternity. There'll be no chance of losing her. So, what's the news?
It seems our dear Vinny has a past.
A past!
He was a good Christian lad, all right, but when he got to university, he thought he could be missing something.
Ah, university. What would we do without it?
He never strayed completely away from the enemy, but he did try going to a party.
Sounds harmless enough.
There he drank quite a bit.
Let me guess. It made the temperate prig sick.
But he met a girl there. Chrissy.
Chrissy!
Chrissy washed his face. She made him coffee and held the cup as he drank from it.
How sweet!
Very sweet. Or so she thought. Chrissy offered to drive me home. He jumped at the chance, thinking she would be easy prey to introduce to his god.
Seriously, that is what was on the mind? What a tepid Wiener Schnitzel.
Instead of driving him home, she drove him to her dorm. He began to sober up somewhat when he tried to convert her when...
Oh, no, please, let me... He became the prey?
Mm-hmm.
And Chrissy converted him.
Mm-hmm. He succumbed to her sweetness.
Good job, Farrell! You know, I think I might now actually have a modicum of respect for the little Puritan.
The next morning, he felt miserable. He pulled on his wrinkled shirt and staggered home, repenting all the way. He decided decided the fun he was missing was worth missing and vowed never to fall again.
Oh, please.
So far, he's kept his promise. Instead of socialising with members of the opposite sex, he's buried himself in files and phone calls and, well, making deals.
Thank you, Jill. Thank you for that very, very bad news. Yes, now I've got this toehold in his past, I'll definitely use this weakness against him. So, Farrell succumbed to a sweet girl, did he? Well, perhaps then this mediocrity might be just his type.
Indeed. If anyone can snag his affections, it's Jamie.
Yes, with a lot of help from me.
Gail, it's been a pleasure doing business with you.
Yes, I'm just so sorry that her work has come to an end. Oh my, is it nap time?
I've been working her a bit hard lately.
Do you see the way he looks at her?
Well, it's not exactly the way Herod wants Salome dance, but it's a start.
Believe me, it's doomed.
Now you remind me of the Rake I knew 3,000 years ago. You were on fire provoking King Saul to try and murder that wretched David.
Yes, and you by my side. Tormenting the old king with maddening thoughts of jealousy towards the boy. Oh, we were a bad team, you and I.
We still are. Isn't he sweet? He's never looked at you that way.
Well, thanks for everything, Vince.
2 days, Rake.
So long.
Have you ever seen anyone sleep so prettily on the job?
Just look at her. She's exhausted. She was here all night. Yeah, that's right. All night she was here working. Oh, of course she didn't tell you. She's just so very dedicated to your company, to you. She really is sweet.
Very sweet.
And lonely. Of course, it was better for her to stay here rather than go home to her empty, bleak home. Oh, just look at that outfit. Oh, what was she thinking? Can you believe that's the same dress that Gail Stone had on?
Trying so desperately hard to fit in.
That's a boy. Isn't her hair pretty? Do you think it's soft? Would you like to touch it? Go on. There's no harm in touching her hair. Go on. Doesn't the Bible say God helps those who help themselves? Help yourself. Oh, she's so lost. She's so lonely. But then, you know what loneliness is, don't you? You yourself go home alone every night. Oh, she's so lost, so lonely, so lovely. Her hair is soft, isn't it? Do you think her skin is soft too? Would you like to touch?
No. Oh, forgive her, Lord.
No. There's nothing wrong with these thoughts. Nothing wrong with these feelings. You're a man, aren't you? God gave you feelings. God gave you a heart.
That heart is deceitfully wicked.
Oh, come on, Farrell, man. Do you want to end up old and alone? I thought you wanted to be a father someday. But for that, you need a woman. You must have a woman. You must become one flesh. No. Hey, I'm just quoting your Bible here.
Oh, please help me, Lord, in Jesus' name.
No good human.
I'm no good. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you for your love and mercy.
Mr. Farrell, I'm back. I'm so sorry. I can't believe I couldn't sleep.
No, you don't need to apologise. I'm the one that should apologise. I've worked you too hard lately. And Sorry I prayed so loudly I woke you.
You were praying?
You don't believe in prayer. It's a mindless waste of time and it doesn't accomplish anything.
Does it really work?
Well, I've had one too many prayers answered for it to be just coincidence.
Preposterous.
You know, Jamie, sometimes God says no to my prayers. Sometimes his answer to me is to wait. But he knows what's best and he's always faithful to answer.
When I was 5, I was obsessed with Snoopy.
Snoopy? I liked him too. Woodstock as well.
Well, for my 5th birthday, I prayed for a Snoopy toy, but I didn't get it.
You see, God doesn't answer prayer.
Instead, my parents got me a real beagle puppy.
Yes, it would have happened anyway. It's just a coincidence that you happened to pray.
I love that dog.
You see, Jimmy, God answered your prayer. He answered it and gave you so much more than what you could even imagine. That's how he works.
No, it's not. Prayer is nonsense.
Oh, heck. I've got to meet Brinks in 20 minutes.
Farrell, wait. Ask you for dinner tonight. No. You don't actually think there could be something to this prayer hokum, do you?
No, I tried. It doesn't work.
You see, Jamie, the sad truth is, God just doesn't care about you. But after just 2 brief encounters with Dr. Norris, Farrell is coming around. You see, Dr. Norris is far more powerful than God, even if he does exist.
Jamie, how are the revisions from Walker coming along?
Ask him for dinner tonight.
I'll have him by 6. I've already called him.
Brilliant, thank you. I don't know what I'd do without you.
You'd be just fine without me.
Without her, you'd be miserable. You will be miserable if you go home alone again tonight.
Oh, Mr. Walker said he wants you to check over the final report himself and deliver it to him in the morning.
I'm out of the office for the rest of the day now.
I know.
That only leaves tonight.
Well, Jamie, look, if it's not too much of a hassle for you, if you don't have any plans...
She doesn't, trust me.
Yes, Vince?
Perhaps you could stop by my apartment. Not on your way home, that is, and you can drop off the revisions and...
But she does already so much for you.
I'd be glad to.
She deserves a reward for this.
Well, of course we're willing to pay you
Oh,
for
not pay you, imbecile! Dinner!
No, really, it's no bother. It's right on my way home.
Go on, ask her.
Yeah, of course. Sorry, it's not what I meant. What I meant is, if you have time to stay a while, perhaps if you've got time to be there, we can have dinner together.
Misery.
That's if the sandwich guy won't mind, though.
Sandwich guy?
Sandwich guy?
Oh, no, the sandwich guy. You see, we are actually... I'd love dinner.
Great. Well, I make an exceptional lasagna.
I love lasagna.
And I shall provide the dessert.
Great.
You lucky boy.
It's all set then.
Great.
You're in for the time of your life.
I'll see you at mine then.
And you don't even realise it.
Good luck with Mr. Brinks.
Great. I mean, thanks. Bye.
I promise you, Jamie will be much more amusing than Chrissy was.
Bye.
Bye.
Great.
Great. Whoa. Tommy used to work on the dock. Giving it real stride. He's down on his darkest toe. So, ooh, love it. Jim, down all day. Run from man, she brings on the paper love. For love, hold on to what we got, doesn't make a difference. Hold on, we'll give it a shot. Whoa! What are you doing here?
Your human is feeling sorry for herself. Why is that?
Perhaps because she and Farrell had somewhat of a disagreement last night.
Uh-oh, that doesn't sound too good for you.
I assure you, I'm still winning. It's just been a temporary setback, is all.
What happened?
We went back to his place last night.
Sounds good so far.
They took care of their utterly uninteresting business and then had quite the romantic dinner.
Farrell, romantic.
Well, for Farrell, anyway. After dinner, I escorted them to the couch. Oh, they were so nervous. It reminded me of all the high school proms I've invited myself to. After much long, prolonged nudging and prodding, Farrell roused himself to put his arm around her.
A Philistine.
Yes, I nearly wore myself out, hopping back and forth between them, feeding them all the right lines, coaching them all the right moves. Eventually, they kissed.
No way.
And Jamie was my perfect little puppet. I had her declare my entire seduction repertoire.
You wrote the seduction repertoire? It's utter drivel.
Yes, well, how do you know that utter drivel works in the vast majority of cases? And Jamie delivered her lines superbly. She oozed confident control. And yet, I somewhat desperate need to spend the night with him. Around that time, our demon comrades, Guile, Lust, and Temptation, arrived to assist me.
What festive affair? Why wasn't I invited?
Jamie's big, innocent eyes pleaded with Farrell silently. He shut his own and held her close so tightly. I tasted his torment. I relished the delicious moment.
I'll bet.
Jamie took him by the hand and gave him a little tug, prompting him to his feet. Then she smiled at him, bashfully, and yet cunningly. It's a look it takes most females a lifetime to perfect.
You must have felt so...
Well, naturally, for it worked. Farrell rose to his feet and followed her towards the bedroom. Dumbly. Oh, it was like being at the circus again and watching the apostles being fed to the lion. But then...
Then what?
Farrell stopped.
He stopped.
He awoke from his stupor and
what?
and he called him that name.
Ouch.
Yes, I was reeling. Guile and Temptation flew across the room. Lust was blown out the window into oblivion.
Oh, ledges.
Farrell turned to Jamie and said, "No, this is wrong. You need to leave." And she did.
Uh-oh. Sounds like Vex syndrome.
What was that?
Nothing.
What is Vex syndrome?
Did you ever hear of a big shot demon called Vex?
No. Because there is no big shot demon called Vex.
Not anymore. Vex's last assignment was a seduction destruction case like yours. He was attached to an Egyptian woman, a Mrs. Potiphar. Vex's job was to use her to seduce Joseph, son of Jacob.
Joseph, son of Jacob? But that was millennia ago.
Yes, day after day, old Lady Potiphar begged Joseph to love her.
Yes, I know what happened, but Joseph wouldn't have anything to do with the aged siren.
You're telling me that woman never stopped feeling sorry for herself. I spent the next 30 years going in and out of the revolving doors of her life.
And Vex? What happened to Vex? You said that was his last assignment.
Well, Vex's failure resulted in the enemy's will being done. There was no hope for Vex after that. He was roasted in the hottest hellfire and consumed by the fellow demons.
Jen wants a divorce.
What? How can you say such a thing?
It's over. I have a feeling he's in love with someone else.
That's not possible. Jerry's too mad about you to even notice somebody else.
He moved out last night.
Oh. Shelby, I'm sorry. Is there anything Dr. Norris can do?
Dr. Norris? He may have powers, but they don't last.
Well, we should call him.
Oh, I did. He said he can help.
Great.
For £1,000.
1,000?
And then next week, it'll be another 1,000, and then another. See, the most depressing part is, the whole time he was doting over me, deep down, I knew it wasn't him, coming from his heart. It was just a magic spell. Break up with Farrell, Jamie.
What?
Don't listen to her!
End it today. It'll only lead to heartbreak and worse.
She's upset.
I'm sorry I ever introduced you to Norris. Bad things will start happening to you.
Bad things?
Nightmares, sicknesses, horrible thoughts. I've just realised it was after I hired Norris that I got sick and lost everything, all to gain Jerry. And now, I've lost him.
There must be another explanation.
You get her out of here!
Norris can't possibly have that sort of power, and why would he want to ruin you?
Maybe he can't control the spirits as much as he believes. They're evil.
Now!
That's it. I'm ruined. How can I go on without Jerry?
Jerry made a commitment to you, magic spell or not. He's a good man. He'll come to his senses.
That's the problem. He's already come to his senses. He's realised that he doesn't love me and that he never did.
Well, that was fun. But how are things progressing here, my Oda?
Splendidly. But to change the subject entirely, my bitterness, did you happen to know Joseph, son of Jacob?
No, but I knew his mother Rachel and Aunt Leah quite well.
And what about Vex?
Vex? Oh, sure. He was atrocious and delicious. I adored him.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm fine.
I thought you said things were going splendidly.
They are. How dare that snivelling little self-pity compare this case to that of Joseph and Lady Potiphar?
Oh, it's true, our Vincent is no Joseph.
Your atrocious Vex is not me.
Oh, Rake, you're 10 times more atrocious than he ever was.
Thank you.
I hope you're not upset about last night.
No, it was stupid of me to think you would want that.
Oh, no, it wasn't. 'Cause I mean, well, many guys, they want that from women.
Thank you.
For what?
Well, if you hadn't stopped me, I'd be feeling terrible right now. I probably wouldn't have come into work.
You see how coy she's become? I don't even need to bother to prompt her anymore.
I'm so embarrassed.
Don't be, because I know that if I hadn't put an end to it, you would have.
You see my jealousy? I have a plan. It's very simple. Tonight, I'm going to put these two back into exactly the same predicament. Only this time, nobody will be stopping anybody. Afterwards, Farrell will be crushed. His only sensitive conscience will drive him to confess his transgressions.
The report will spread rapidly through all who admire him.
Naturally, our pals' gossip and slander will see to that.
People will be quick to judge him.
Naturally. For Farrell's no longer mere youth going through a juvenile phase at university. He's a man.
He should know better. They'll call him a hypocrite.
And then who would want to join his religion?
No one.
And then, at the end, when his former admirers leave the earth, one by one, I will have the privilege of welcoming them to our kingdom.
Jamie. No, I like you. I really do. But we work so well together. I think it's going to be best if we went back to the way things were.
What?
Do you think there's someone
Get away from her!
Shelby tried to warn me about this.
About what?
You must have prayed last night just because she doesn't belong to the enemy.
Does this have anything to do with God?
Well, yes. You see, when two people, when they have differing beliefs, that can create so many difficulties. The Bible talks about it as being unequally yoked.
What are you doing, man? You're breaking her heart. And that thing's because of your religion. What do you think that's going to do to her? She'll hate your religion, forevermore associating it with this pain. Her heart will grow tremendously hard. But if you will love her, if you will become her lover, in time, she will beg you to share your faith with her. She'll see your glorious life, and she won't be able to resist it. Oh, Farrell, my friend, you heard wrong from God on this one. You are the man assigned to save this woman. But if you reject her, she will never again hear the message of salvation. Her damnation for all eternity will be on your shoulder. Oh, tell her you're wrong. Tell her you're sorry. I just hope that it's not too late. They haven't lost her trust. Lost it forever.
You are bad. You've still got what it takes.
Jamie, listen, I'm sorry. I didn't think that just after one date that...
Just one date! Just one date! Farrell, I've been in love with you for 10 years!
Excuse me?
What, Jamie? What are you doing?
Do you want to know the real reason I hired Dr. Norris?
Yes.
Jamie, shut up. He does not need to hear this.
Never mind.
No, you could use this. He likes them sweet. What could be more sweet than pining for a man for 10 long years?
You really think that's sweet? Sounds a little deranged to me.
Don't you remember Jacob and Rachel?
Yes, what about them?
Jacob so adored Rachel that he worked for her father for 7 years to gain her hand in marriage.
Yes, and at the end of the 7 years, Rachel's father gave him her sister instead. Oh, I wish you could have seen the look in his face.
I'll never forget it. But Jacob so loved her that he worked another 7 years.
Yes, and weren't you the busy little beetle spreading jealousy between those two competitive sisters?
And their maids too. But Rachel was Jacob's true love. And although you and I can't understand that deranged type of devotion, apparently it's enchanting to these humans.
Jamie,
Do you really think so?
why did you hire Dr. Norris?
If anything, it'll appeal to his ego. You know how much you love to be worshipped.
Yes. Yes, I really rather do, don't I? All right. Go on. Tell him.
I hired him to make you fall in love with me?
Oh, I see. I hope you didn't lose too much money.
I learned my lesson, that's for sure. And you really don't need to feel sorry for me because you don't actually feel anything for me at all. It's just a magic spell.
No, look, Dr. Norris, he doesn't have any power over me. Oh, I felt tempted lately, but that's to be expected.
You said you believed he could have real power.
Yes, exactly, demonic power. But you see, God, he's more powerful. Whenever I am tempted, I just need to call on his name for help.
You need not demonstrate that.
Jamie, what I feel for you is genuine. Please believe that.
Sure. If I forked out another £1,000 tonight, you'd be all mine by morning.
You will anyway, save your shekels.
£1,000? Jamie, please, let me pray with you. You're in way over your head here. This can only be dealt with through the power of Jesus Christ.
Try you stupid mortal!
Enough talk about God and his power. I don't believe any of it. I don't need a code or a system of beliefs to live by.
But Christianity isn't either of those things.
I am glad you're dumping me. I don't want to go out with a weakling who needs a crutch of religion and thinks I do too.
There you go, girl. Who is that? She looks familiar.
That's BLT. Biting lying tongue. She gets around.
No one. You're a delusional psychopath from another world.
Shouldn't you intervene about now?
Why? This is a marvellous display.
Marvellous. She's got to seduce the boy by tonight, and right now she thinks he's a demented sissy boy. Godaholic.
Trust me.
The last human you said that to ended up in the mall.
10 years gone.
10 years of my life. Every waking moment revolving around you. Being so stupid.
You see? Boy wonders right. She's in way over her head, and she's going to drag him into the quicksand with her.
What's your plan?
Oh, you heard him just admit his feelings are genuine, little B.E.
She's the one I'm concerned about, not him.
Yes, but I need only remind her that she's besotted with him. Feelings of females harboured for a man for over a decade don't just disappear like that, even though BLT is quite brilliant at making it seem like that. Look at her. Oh, she already regrets her vicious words.
I do hope so. You've got until 7 tonight.
7? What happens at midnight? Aren't you a mortal time?
No, we're on Vinny time. And if he doesn't fall by 7...
Then the chances are he'll never fall again. All right. Let's see. When it's time for Farrell to leave, Jamie will stop him. They both feel awful for having hurt one another, and she'll fall into his arms. They'll rush to Jamie's apartment. Wait, Farrell's is closer. We'll go there. They're both begging for each other's forgiveness. There will be a frenzy of passionate lust. They won't be able to help themselves. It'll be the only way to show they really, truly care for one another. Yes. I can do all that by 7. You fiends will have to leave right now. Me and the girl have work to do. But meet us at Farrell's after 7. And bring a legion of demons with you. Shame, blame, guilt, and gloom.
Despair, devastation, depression.
Anguish, hopelessness, and condemnation. Oh, you'll both be most welcome by the 2 dukes after that. And Jamie, I'm afraid that after 7 tonight, there will be so much pain, so much grief. I'm afraid that for your Farrell, it'll just be deja vu. He'll cry. The devil made me dead! And I will say, yes. Yes, I did.
he works so late tonight? 6:45. What's he doing in there anyway?
Fine. We'll just have to make it happen right here then, won't we? There's no time to go elsewhere. Go knock on his door. You have to speak to him. Right now. Right now!
Jamie, what are you still doing here?
Now, just like we rehearsed it.
I couldn't leave without telling you. I'm very sorry the way I behaved earlier.
Oh, no, forget about it.
I didn't mean the things I said.
I know.
And I think it would be best to give you my notice.
What?
After what happened, we probably shouldn't see each other again, even professionally.
You can't let her go.
Jamie, you're the best assistant I've ever had.
But that's not it. Admitting you love her. You don't want to lose her.
I don't want to lose you.
That's kind of you, but...
She means it. You may never see her ever again. But your feelings are genuine. You said so yourself.
Please, don't go.
I think it would be best.
She no longer wants you. Can you stand it? Oh, what a blow to your ego. But you think perhaps maybe it's just all an act? Might she still really, truly love you deep down in her heart? Oh, don't you want to know? Oh, why? Why is it the ones who no longer want you are the most appealing, the most needed, the most wanted?
Jamie, I really, really don't want you to go.
Really?
Really. Jamie, look, I'm a stupid man. I'm one of those who doesn't realise what he has until it's gone.
You're speaking professionally.
Yes, I'm speaking professionally. I'm also speaking personally. Would you like to take a walk to that carnival across the street?
Oh, misery.
I'd love to.
But the carnival can wait. Right now, you have to take her in your arms and prove to her that you mean what you say this time. Smooth. Very smooth, Lothario. Isn't his touch just wonderful? But right now, you have to show him just how much you care about him. Especially after all those nasty words you stung him with earlier.
Vincent, I'm so sorry. I was so cruel.
Oh, no. Forget about it, Jamie. Forget it.
You're doing fine, Romeo, but let's pick up the pace. We have six minutes left. Kiss her. Remember the crisis you're going through. You can't help yourself. You need romance. Oh, yes. Yes, that's sweet. But she wants more. Look at her. Come on, man. You really got to kiss her.
Jamie, I've never felt this way about a woman, ever.
Never mind, Farrell, but talk is cheap.
It's not just the line, it's the truth.
I believe you. I feel the same way.
Show him. Oh, 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Come on, Rake, you can do this. I only need to get him to the point of no return. To make that one decision that leads to surrender, and then I win. I win!
I really need to show you how I feel.
Oh, bad girl!
Show me?
Oh, you moronic mortal! Take him into his office. To the sofa. Go on. You can't help yourself. You deserve this. Blame the crisis. Or blame her when it's all over and done with. Or blame me. Yes. Yes, blame me. I'd really rather enjoy that.
Can we go into your office?
Go on. You need her.
Jamie.
No, don't, Farrell. Just shut up, Farrell.
You know you only tend to blunder and mess things up when you talk.
Yes?
Never mind.
Oh, my bad little boy! And my coquette. Oh, you're much more virtuous than I ever gave you credit for. And would you look at that? I have 2 whole minutes to spare. Vex syndrome, my immaculately coiffed beard.
What are you doing? Get back here! Stop! So you're running out to her again, are you? She'll hate you! Stop! You are a waste of the skin you are wrapped in, Vincent! Just because you didn't give in to your flesh tonight doesn't mean you're not the same spineless maggot who did it at university. And we will never let you forget that. No. No! 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 And you have ruined me. You fool. You useless strumpet.
Les sombres noms des violons de l'automne.
Laisse mon cœur du longueur monotone, méchante crétine. You call yourself a woman.
You have to introduce a lonely, pathetic wreck.
Lady Potiphar. Watashi anati okutairu.
I may have filled with Farrell, but you belong to my father. And I will personally see to it that you are tormented day and night, night and day, for all eternity!
How do you feel that? Right in the pit of your stomach? That's despair. It's depression. My gift to you. So, contact me, the man of your dreams, and not pay the price. Well, today, you will learn the lesson of consequence.
Oh, Jamie. Jamie, my Jamie. Why are you doing this to yourself? There's no need to suffer any longer. Not when you can make it all stop. Just take Shelby's sleeping pills. All of Shelby's sleeping pills. Enough so that you never wake up.
Poor you. Just get up. Put yourself out of misery.
You're nothing. Farrell doesn't care less what happens to you.
That's not true. He did say goodnight. He's coming back.
No, he's not coming back, Jamie, because he's with Miss Stone right now. At her place.
Tate, you're man with another woman.
Poor you.
Rake, what are you doing to drive the right into the enemy's arms?
Not if I get her to end her life first. Make her so miserable she can't bear to go on.
Rake?
You can't live without him, you know. He's coming back. He just went out.
To what?
I don't know.
He would have come back by now if he'd wanted to.
He must be with Miss Storm. Rake, listen to me.
You can't live with that.
Fiend, stop! For years, the devilish assembly has been trying to coax that woman into suicide using her unrequited love for Farrell as bait. It does not work with this one.
That's because the assembly is incompetent!
I can make it that.
Rake, you're raving.
Of course I'm raving. I failed with Farrell. I'm done for. But wherever I end up, I'm taking her with me.
If you don't change course now, you will lose the girl too. Make her too proud for religion. The method has worked before. Compel her to hate the saintly sissy boy and his god.
It's not all that bad. There's no need to end your life. You're just emotionally exhausted, that's all.
Oh, thank God.
No, don't thank him.
Thank God.
No, I healed you, not him. He's not here. He doesn't care less about you.
Jesus.
Stop that!
Jesus.
Stop that! Why aren't you listening to me? I am your master! Jamie. Dear Jamie, you don't need this religion. Just remember what the man who supposedly lives by this twaddle did to you. He left you. He abandoned you. Prince Farrell must be insane to run out on a beautiful, sensational woman like you.
Jesus' prayer. To God the Father for his followers he prayed. They are not of the world, just as I am not of the world. Not of the world, that's what Norris said about Vince.
This is absurd. And now you believe the batty witch?
I do not pray that you should take them out of the world, but that you should protect them from the evil one.
The evil one? You see what rubbish this book contains. There's no such creature. He's a legend.
A hoof-footed little imp that carries a pitchfork.
They are not of the world, just as I am not of the world. Vince highlighted this part. All have sinned and fall short of the glory of God.
Rake, do something!
All have sinned?
No, not you. You're a good person. Bad girl. That's right. Look at you. You. It's all about you. You're far more nice to look at than that stale old book of myths. Just look at that delectable figure of yours. You can have any man you want. Not just some sad, pitiful little loser who doesn't even want to touch you. You deserve a real man. A real man. What's wrong, my sweet? Aren't you listening to me?
Rake?
No, you didn't see me.
How could you reveal yourself?
I didn't. You naughty! I didn't see anything. It was your imagination.
Oh, I am no good. I'm a sinner.
No, you're not. Help me.
I can't do anymore.
I need God.
No, you don't.
God wouldn't want me. I'm not good enough.
Exactly. So just forget all about this nonsense.
What if it's not nonsense? Vince held another part. God shows his love for us, in that while we were sinners, Christ died for us. God shows his love for us. Does that mean, even though I don't deserve it, God loves me?
Rake, you're done for now.
Rubbish! God does not love you.
Yes, he does. It says so right here. Oh, maybe Vince doesn't love me, but that's not so important anymore. God loves me, and that's what matters.
I'm sorry, Rake, my darling. It's been sweet agony knowing you.
Jill, wait. Convince her that her boss is with Miss Storm. That way you think he's a hypocrite and not want his religion.
No. Ciao!
Fine! Shoot myself. Your boss is She's with Miss Stone right now. And she's running her hands through his hair and he's...
Vince! That!
Of course.
Where have you been?
Well, I saw this across the road in that carnival on the booths and I knew it was just meant for you.
Vince, thank you.
Well, think of it more as an answer to prayer.
What?
Well, you prayed for one, didn't you? God sometimes says yes to our prayers. Sometimes he says no. Sometimes he asks us to...
Yes, I understand. Sometimes he asks us to wait.
You're reading your Bible.
Yeah. Oh, Vince, I saw the creepiest thing a moment ago.
Don't try kissing and making up. You're finished.
It was horrible. I think it was the evil one.
You flatter me.
And then I saw something even scarier. Myself and my sin.
No. No!
I need God. Will you please help me find him?
Of course. Can I borrow your Bible?
No, I did not reveal myself to her. I don't know how she saw me.
That was the Lord's doing.
Well, you can't have her. We've invested 1/4 of a century in her. She's ours.
You foolish fiend. She is not yours. God's hand has been on her the entire time. You just didn't recognise it because you can't see the light. We were with Vince the whole time too. We just let you tempt him so that he could overcome and be strengthened into a mighty man of God. Ah, the Lord has great plans for him.
Yes, does he? Well, what about that big, ugly sin in his past?
Always accusing. You fiends never give up, do you?
Well, what about it?
It's been forgiven and forgotten.
That's not fair!
Vince will soon realise he's been completely forgiven and his guilt will vanish away. He will never again condemn his thoughts or his actions. Vince will be free to pursue his ministry. Did you really think God had forsaken him? Come on, Rake, I thought you knew the scripture better than that. Well, anyway, I've got to fly. Don't want to miss the party.
Party?
There is joy in the presence of the angels of God over one sinner who repents. Don't they make a sweet couple?
No. This is a lustful, fleshly, sinful match. They are unequally yoked. She obsessively stalked him for over a decade. He had impure thoughts about her. I know. I was there. I caused them.
Ah, you're so full of yourself. Vince's feelings for Jamie are true, pure, inspired by God.
God inspired her to hire a witch.
No, he would have preferred she wait for him to work in other avenues, but her transgression, her obsession, well, those things have just been wiped clean by the blood of Jesus.
What about me? What are you going to do with me?
Nothing. I'll leave you to your Lord.
No, not that! Not anything but that!
Yes, Farrell, the Lord delights in you. Welcome to the kingdom, Jamie Edmunds.